The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com.
Sean, you're dealing with a situation with your husband?
Yes.
Yeah, what's
correct.
going on with him? Or with you?
Well, it's more with me.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah, it's with me. I just experience an enormous amount of stress and tension in his presence frequently.
Okay.
Where I just, feel really stressed. And best I can tell, I feel like there's so many things about him I don't like, and it's more than just what he does. We've worked through a lot of problems in our relationship and have come very far, so I can't point to behaviors. Now it's more like I just don't like him.
Okay, so that's a summary emotion, meaning that's an emotion based on a lot of individual data points, meaning experiences that you've had with him. So when you say there's a lot of stress and tension, what goes through your mind? If he were to walk in the room right now, walk me through what goes through your mind.
Well, say he's laughing, talking. I'm not liking. I'm imagining. I don't like the way he talks, the way he interacts, the way he laughs, the way I feel he's very egotistical and sort of his attitude seems very harsh. It's sort of personality things, and I think I've learned that he doesn't mean to be harsh, so I don't feel blaming anymore for that, but it's more that I just don't like the way he talks, I don't like the way he thinks, I don't like what he has to say, and this isn't 100% of the time, but this is probably 20% of the time, and then I feel a huge amount of anxiety inside of myself.
Okay, so anxiety is your signal that that something in the future is uncertain. Like, what direction do you go now? Do you divorce him? Have you talked about that? Do you try to stay with him and grin and bear it? How many years have you been married?
7, and I just recently I'd been thinking about leaving for a number of years, and recently an opportunity came up where there was someone that I would live with, and who I have a lot of fears around being a single parent, and she was also a single parent. It would have been a great situation, and I really meditated about it, and I really looked at it, and my takeaway has been I just don't know that is the best.
Do you have children?
I do.
How many? You said you're a single parent.
1 6-year-old.
A 6-year-old. And what are your thoughts about leaving in terms of the 6-year-old?
That's a big one. I don't know that that's best for her. We parent her well together.
Okay. Could you parent her well together being in different households?
Yes.
So you don't think he would become he would turn negative on you if you left?
No, but I think she would seriously miss out because we parent very differently, and I don't know, just all the things about that a child needs. Anyway, it would have a lot of concerns around her, the two of us parenting separately. Okay. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible, but it would be way less than ideal.
So that would be a problem to solve. How do you parent as two parents and bring her up in a way that minimizes any damage? You're not going to get rid of it all, but you can minimize it. And she's still young enough, 6 years old, that you're not dealing with a 12-year-old or a preteen, an older child here. So she may adapt somewhat if you work well. So let me tell you what I'm hearing. The stress and the tension, that's a red flag for you. Whenever I feel stressed or tense, and it's a very high stress or tension, I know that there's a very high important value at stake for me that makes a difference to my future. That's what anxiety's telling us. There's some huge uncertainty if you're feeling very anxious. So the question to ask yourself is the one I asked you, what's going through my mind? And you're naming a lot of things you don't like, but the essence is you do not like his character. Even though there are good things about him, you are not a match. You are no longer soulmates. You don't respond to him. Did you find this out once you got married? Is that what happened?
Yeah, pretty much a year into the relationship, I thought I'd made a terrible mistake, and I've been trying to make it right ever since. And there's just something in me, though, that thinks that there's got to be a way to solve this, or to,
What would make you like him or love him? What would need to change?
Hey, I got to interrupt this because we've got to pay some bills. 30 seconds, that's it. A very quick ad, and then Ellen will be back.
Do you ever feel overlooked in your romantic relationships? Well, when it comes to love, sometimes it's good to be selfish. Find out why in the provocative book, The Selfish Path to Romance. Being selfish means valuing yourself, so your partner will value you. Discover the secrets to keeping yourself front and center in your relationship and building a romance that will last. Find The Selfish Path to Romance by Drs. Ellen Kenner and Edwin Locke on Amazon or at selfishromance.com. That's The Selfish Path to Romance on Amazon or selfishromance.com.
What would make you like him or love him? What would need to change?
I do love him, and I like him sometimes.
Okay, but what would need to change in your relationship with him where you feel at peace with him, you feel valued, you feel treasured, you feel cared for, you feel important, and he feels similarly around you?
Dr. Kenner, I don't know. That is a very good question. I asked myself for years and years and after, and he's changed, and he's changed, and he's changed, and he's changed, and we've changed, and we've improved all these areas.
Yeah. Is there anybody else in the picture? Have you been attracted to another man that seems to promise more?
Well, so that we went through a lot of problems, and so 3-4 years ago, I was there. Well, I was unfaithful. We were very distant.
And you had an affair with someone. I'm noticing we have like 30 seconds left. So
okay.
But
the point is that I imagine I'd be happier with someone else, but I can't know that's true. So that's one of the reasons I haven't left. How do I know I wouldn't feel this way with someone else?
You need to, if you could get out paper and pencil and a shredder, or a pen and a shredder, and write down all these different aspects. You need to be able to put on paper the way you're feeling, because you have too many different thoughts. You can feel that it's overwhelming. So you could write down, why do I want to leave? What don't I like about him? What would need to change? Is it just that we're no longer soulmates? If that's the case, you have every right to part ways. If you're going to have a difficult conversation with him, I would recommend a book, Difficult Conversations, which you could get. I will put that up on my website. I don't think it's there yet. Difficult Conversations, an excellent book. And you are exploring your options, so that's great too. So listen, if you hold on, I'll talk with you during the break.
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Kenner and co-author Dr. Edwin Locke.
So how does one actually go about understanding one's partner? Mainly through talking and everyday observation. Partners also communicate by touching, and for the more eloquent ones, by writing romantic letters or poems. Of course, saying that partners should communicate is not an original idea. It's in virtually every book on love ever written. But it is amazing how many couples have problems in this realm. Many partners don't make communication a conscious priority. Some feel their loved one should just know what they're thinking. Communication can be undermined by fear, and partners may lack communication skills.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com. And you can buy The Selfish Path to Romance at amazon.com.